Hmm. Hi viewers, this is Dr. Amit competitive classes. As you have been receiving videos for different classes apart from some grammar portion for competitive exam. Today I am covering roadside stand of standard 12 CBSE board. The poem is in discussion is one of well appreciated compositions of Robert Frost. Robert Frost is not limited to any words. We can say that he was a literary giant of his time, a figure of 20th century who has given new dimension, new direction and a new explanation of poetry, a spiritualized poetry, and he has used symbolism to communicate his deep or rich thought to the masses. His greatness to be understood only in these lines that our first Prime Minister of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, was so much inspired by this great literary talent that he has kept 4 lines of his poem, a stopping by woods on a snowy evening, and he was highly inspired by the 4 lines and he used to keep those 4 lines under the glass of the table on which he works. Those lines were: woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. I have to go for miles before I go for sleep. I have to go for miles before I go for sleep. These lines were a reminder to Indians in view of Pandit Nehru that it is not time of what, it is not time of rest, we have to work. So further I would like to say that roadside stand is a poem by Robert Frost which tells us regarding economic disparity, economic discrimination. The poet means to say that the development is what is not well placed. Development of people living in countryside is dismal, as a result of which they are economically backward. So in order to have money, in order to have circulation of money, they have put on what? They have put on a stand in front of their house. They have made a small extension using sack and plastic. And they are selling locally produced items. They are selling these things and they are requesting the passing traffic, please stop. They are not crying for charity. We are not beggars. We don't cry, we don't pray to you for a dole of bread. Rather, we want, what do we want? We want you to stop and buy things from us. This is their demand. But the traffic is insensitive, traffic is indifferent to their pain, to their request, to their regretted prayer. Nobody has time. They move, traffic passed away. And the poet is watching these things and he is having a genuine sense of sympathy for these people. The police traffic, the urban people passing through that area have no concern for them, and if they are stopped, they just to take a turn or to express their displeasure over the damage done to scenery. Here the poet means to say that these highly selfish people who are self-centered on their personal development, they have no request and regard for this helpless mass. Further point, we find that the poet shifts. The poet says that there has been in news It has been in news that they are to be relocated. It has been in news that they have to be shifted from this place to city near theater, near cinema hall, where they have not to worry regarding their economic prosperity, economic development. They will be given everything, but the poet says it is just a trick. It is a deliberate plan to befool these people. In further, what you find that the people poet says that these greedy good doer is an example of oxymoron and alliteration both. Greedy good doers means what? This so-called benefactor, these so-called beneficent people, they are so-called. They are they are not well-intentioned people. They are so-called people. They are just selling dream to befool these helpless people. They are to be relocated. They are to be shifted, just namesake, where they will be misused. They will be exploited, and people who are going to take them to that place will capitalize on their inexperience and innocence. Their inexperience, their innocence, their simplicity, their simpleton nature will be capital for those evil-minded people, evil-minded politicians who are promising a life of movie to them. In next stanza, the poet says that our country is full of wealth. There is much development, there is much money. But if there is none so big-hearted to cooperate these people, here the poet is saying, it's a great statement of the poet, that this, no one is here. No one is here so big-hearted. He says that if you have money, if you want to win, keep and go. So we find that the poet's disappointment is turning into anger. And further we find that he keeps on saying, please do something for them. In further stanza, you find the poet say that I will have a great relief if these were people are put out of their pain in one stroke. Poet means to says that death is better than the poverty, the pain of poverty they are undergoing. He means to say that their poverty is really very chronicle poverty, and poet as a great humanitarian, the poet as a great man of mercy, he has a sympathy. He says that the same nature, same sort of feelings should be possessed by all, and we must forward to extend our cooperation to these people caught in the very morass of poverty. He says that they should be put out of the pain. Further says he has a dream that someone comes and put them out of their poverty. He means to say what? He has a dream, but says that when I come to my sanity, when I become conscious, I do feel that was just my dream. And that their condition is the same. The poet has left the conclusion on the reader. What should be done? He means to say something must be done for this. This occupant of roadside stand. In further stanzas, the poet is saying what? In those stanzas, the poet is saying that their childish longing. Longing is what? A strong sense of desire. Childish longing. When nobody stops. No buyer of their goods. No buyer of their goods. If they have stopped their car, they complain of damage done to Simri by those countryside people. Sometimes they ask where the road will go. Sometimes they ask if they sell gallon of gas. These are the questions put to the countryside people, the helpless villages, and they go away. They don't show any interest in buying the products they are selling. They are selling locally produced things. Like what? The vegetable they grow. Here nobody has time. Here the poet has said what he has used. Very, very hard word. Greedy good doers, beneficent beast of prey. And he says Conclusion he has left on the reader. Further, we find that I have also written some of the literary devices the poet has used. The main theme is what? The roadside stand is the artist's request for thought. Artist means poet is requesting all of us to have a thought for the helplessly low people who work tirelessly. These people are working day and night. They are great, they are tireless worker. But what is there? That they are, in spite of their hard work, their life has shown no sign of development. Who is responsible for this? Because they also need circulation of money. Circulation of money that keeps the life in city flourishing, blooming. But these people's life is what? Is not developed. Why? They don't have readiness of money. Further, literary devices we can say that transferred epithet I am telling, polished traffic, self-scars, personification means what? Humanization. A roadside stand is pathetically, helplessly plead. It's what? Person. Metaphor, trusting sorrow. Oxymoron, alliteration, greedy good doers, beneficent beast of prey. Dear children, I hope and confident that the explanation of this poem will surely prove highly beneficial to you in solving the questions asked from this chapter. It's a very easy, I think easy and simple explanation I have presented. And one more thing, that I am sorry that I am not very regular in uploading video. There has been some technical complications. But now again I promise that my service to you will always be regular right from now. And have a request to you all, have a suggestion that my video will be in both grammar and the syllabus of 9, 10, 11, 12. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe, and must not forget hitting the bell icon, because as soon as I upload my video, you may be notified. Further, I would like to say, must watch and learn something. Thank you.